Spring blossom blooms, coloring the earth. Birds of the mountains and fields dance and sing. Pure breeze passes through the mountain gate reaching here. Is the Buddha nature within us? Respond to the earth, waking up.
Maka Hanya Haramita Shingyo Kanji Saibo Satsuryojin Hanya Haramita Jisho Kenyo Ankaiku Doi Saiku Yakushari Shiki Furi Kuku Furi Shiki Shiki Sokuze Kuku Sokuze Shiki Jusogyo Shiki Yakubu Nyoze Shari Shize Shoku So Fushoku Metsu Fuku Fujo Fuzo Fugen Zegoku Jumu Shiki Muju Soyo Shiki Mugen Nibize Shin Nibu Shiki Shoko Misoku O Mugen Kai Nai Shi Muri Shiki Kai Mumu Myo Yaku Mumu Myo Shin Nai Shi Muro Shi Yaku Muro Shi Jin Muku Shumetsu Dogu Chi Yaku Mu Toku Imu Shotoko Godai Satae Hanya Haramita Koshin Mukege Komuku Omni Saiten Romusoku Gyone Hansanze Shotsue Hanya Haramita Samyaku Sanborai Kochi Hanya Haramita Zedai Shinshu Zedai Yoshu Zemu Joshu Zemu Toyoshu Dojo Isai Kushin Jitsu Shukoko Setsu Hanya Haramita Shusotsu Setsu Shuhatsu Gate Gate Hara Gate Araso Gate Boji Soaka Hanya Shinyo Heart of Great Perfect Wisdom Sutra Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva when deeply practicing Prajna Paramita clearly saw that all five aggregates are empty and must relieve all suffering. Shariputra
Perfect Wisdom Sutra and the Makahanya Haramita Shingyo, we offer the merit to our great benefactor and founder of the doctrine, the original teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, to the eminent ancestor Dogen, and to the great ancestor Kazan, that it may adorn their awakening the unsurpassed fruit of Buddhahood. We humbly pray that the blessings of the four benefactors may be fully requited, that the three classes of existence may all be saved, and that sentient beings throughout the triple world equally perfect omniscience. What we hope for is prosperity for the household, long continuity of the family line, prevention of disasters, and that all conditions may be favorable. penetrates, calmly shining throughout the void, coming back and viewing the world like something in a dream. We humbly beg the three treasures for their illumination. On this occasion of the monthly memorial, we have respectfully prepared offerings of incense, flowers, lamps, and candles, enchanted sutras and Bharanis, that the merit generated thereby may assist their awakened spirit and adorn the land of their reward.
Sozenji 3月小月供養せ俗名富士越高齢小月追善供養の真に愛用手藤家先祖類大奨励俗名天口重政霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手天口家先祖類大奨励俗名平賀一郎常時霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手平賀家先祖類大奨励俗名加藤峰高齢小月追善供養の真に愛用手加藤家先祖類大奨励俗名加藤菅高齢小月追善供養の真に愛用手加藤家先祖類大奨励俗名和所美佐用霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手間所家先祖類大奨励俗名南寒寒霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手南家先祖類大奨励俗名村上絹霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手村上家先祖類大奨励俗名中村久霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手中村家先祖類大奨励俗名中村リリーゆり子霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手中村家先祖類大奨励俗名岡山静霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手岡山家先祖類大奨励俗名両の徹夜霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手両の家先祖類大奨励俗名笹野井出霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手笹野家先祖類大奨励俗名佐藤キャロ千代霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手佐藤家先祖類大奨励俗名武田豊霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手武田家先祖類大奨励俗名竹内光霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手竹内家先祖類大奨励俗名谷正夫霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手谷家先祖類大奨励俗名和手マリー霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手和手家先祖類大奨励俗名大和スティーブン系霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手大和家先祖類大奨励俗名柳本実霊小月追善供養の真に愛用手柳本家先祖類大奨励おのおの正禅寺3月小月供養せ霊無縁無縁三階の万礼北海の元時期にエコース
We humbly pray that within the current of birth and death they shall be as the lustrous pearls shimmering undisturbed in the vast sea, that on the shore of nirvana they shall be as the cinnamon moon shining alone in the azure sky, so that they will guide the entire world together climbing the path to awakening.
Jukukanangyo. Protecting life. Dedicate these benefits to the well-being, health, and complete healing of our friends Marja Sneck, Steve Farrell, Lyndon Rempel, David Isobe, Mary Holiday, Condi Heger, Kristen Miller, Spencer Bullard, Chris DeVoe, Collier Gage, Brad Warner, J.D. Frank, Elise D. Frank, Jess D. Frank, Michelle Stoddard, Terry Hauser, Philip Ringor, Tammy Jasmine, and Joanne Deshert. May they be deeply supported, be at peace from free from suffering. May they together with all beings realize Buddha's way.
Sattva
Please put your hands in Gassho. May this humble merit of reciting the sutras, offering the incense, flowers, candles, our prayers, presence, all be extended through our lives to our loved ones, families and friends, to all people, to all sentient beings. May we together with them attain the awakening. Namukye Butsu. Namukye Ho. Namukye So. はい、ありがとうございます。Thanks so much. Excuse me, I need to grab my... Well, thank you very much for your time. It's nice to see you, especially as we have the service once a month. It's kind of nice. Always look forward to hearing how it's been for the whole month. As for myself, it's been an interesting month with my friend coming from Wisconsin. Had a trip to San Diego, and just most recently I had a trip to San Francisco just a few days ago for the Sozenji office, which I've been working for the last 11 years. There's been lots of changes as Japan, as you might know through the news, continue to see the decline of population, many vacant houses, vacant temples. So it just goes beyond just feeling a little sad, just that big reality. And I think eventually the whole world is probably going to be going that direction. Japan, Korea especially are the kind of front line of what it means to have a fully developed country with a health system where people have longevity and less young people. And then during this time, I was recently contacted my friend from high school days who's a professional carpenter and architect. There was a Shinto shrine which was going to be underneath the water. It's been a plan for many decades. I was working for the city about 10, 15 years ago. And so now it's really happening, and they contacted me about this Shinto shrine that's going to be submerged. It's going to be saved now by the San Diego Japanese garden. So they are bringing this Shinto shrine to San Diego, and so there's interesting thing happening as some of such buildings are transported to the United States. Today, I wanted to share something I already made as a talk before. And the hotel that I stayed in San Francisco, called Hotel Majestic, it was known for one of the ghost spots. I'm curious, how many of you like to do the ghost, what do you call this thing? Ghost tour?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I know Stacy, you've done a ghost tour, yeah. Some people like ghost tour, I've done that around here. And I remember kind of moving into this building, some people were talking about, Sensei, just watch out for this ghost. I was like, okay. And then living here at the Seoul Temple, it's really interesting. Well, I'm sure it's probably 70, maybe even possibly close to 80 years old building. But I remember telling them, like, I lived once in a 300-year-old building. So this is still totally new to me. So the ghost was something that pops up in our heads sometimes. And I was with my colleague who comes from the area where the disaster hit. So many people lost their lives. And he said he encountered them a couple of times. I haven't. But I just thought I would share something like that. It's kind of in the corner of our mind always. Just out of curiosity, how many of you totally believe in ghosts? No? No? Oh, you do? Okay. No? Okay. My dad was a scientist, so he totally wasn't. But we're priests at the same time. So, here's the thing. As you may be aware, commemorating the spirits of departed family members and friends is considered to be one of the major roles Buddhist priests play, especially in Japan and here in Japanese American community. It's also the case with the priests serving the Japanese American Buddhist temples in the US. For most of the first and second generation Japanese Americans, the central focus has been on this Confucian family values and respect for the elders. And for them, it's their cultural identity they're trying to preserve. However, for the other first, second generation Japanese Americans, as well as their more Americanized children, the Buddhist teachings based on the cultural values have been difficult sometimes to understand. When I moved to Long Beach, that's 13 years ago, 12 years ago, to serve the Japanese American congregation was split between those whose priority has been to preserve this cultural identity and those who have been welcoming the New Age Buddhism. In a sense, we're doing that right here. I was put in a position where I needed to clarify the significance of both what's traditionally believed to be a pure form of Buddhism and what people in the US are appreciating about Buddhism's core teachings. In this opportunity that I had to share my experience, I said I would like to share one of the stories I talked about at a lecture I gave at a local Japanese language school. That was, and it helped clarify backgrounds and meaning of the traditions. This summer, the director of the school, so that's over how many years ago? Close to 10 years, maybe 8 years. She invited me to talk about the spirits and monsters. We call this yokai, and ghost, yure, for the students learning Japanese culture. Just like the director, the majority of the Japanese people consider Buddhist priest some sort of a exorcist, some people who deal with ghosts. I wonder if that perception is shared here as well. It was therefore quite natural that she invited me specifically to talk about ghosts and monsters of Japan. Just like in some European countries like England, Japan is known to be a country where many places are haunted by ghosts and monsters. In my hometown especially, my family and I did all sorts of rituals to pacify the ghost, or we say courteously ask them to move somewhere else. I just did it recently for my friends in Hollywood. To move somewhere else whenever they were often there's a construction of the roads, the tunnels, renovation of ceremonies. However, the most important of all among such ritual was the one who we conducted to pacify angry spirits of the monster called Otora Gitsune. There was a particular yurei, a ghost. It's a monster that possesses the villagers and causes unstoppable flow. Usually it comes as a mucus from one eye, and usually the left eye. And the people start to have a problem with one of the knees. So they start to walk. And this comes from Otora Gitsune. It's a fox that's been believed to be the spirit. It's been a fox shot by a gun in the battle in 1575 in a village of Nagashino, where I grew up. I myself saw some people with one left eye affected and with the knee being affected. And when they said, oh, it's the curse of fox. The Battle of Nagashino was historically noteworthy battle of the early Tokugawa Ieyasu Oda Nobunaga against the Takeda army, and once considered to be invincible. Now, with Takeda Shingen as its commander. Then Takeda Shingen was gone at the time of the war, and his son Tatsuyori led the armies. In this battle, Oda Nobunaga employed thousands of guns from European countries, which they improved, to annihilate the Takeda armies. As a result, the Takeda clan lost its most prominent commanders and shoguns. While Oda Nobunaga later unified the country and Tokugawa brought the new era of peace, establishing a Tokugawa shogunate government. Now, according to the old documents remaining in the village, what the villagers saw after returning to Nagashino from the village they evacuated was at the top of a mountain. During the battle was a horrifying and gruesome scene with all the decaying bodies all over. So Tora Gitsune was a symbolic figure for those who died in agony filled with anger and sorrow. So that was kind of a symbolic thing people took. And indeed, I can't imagine how humiliating it must have been to be defeated by this foreign technology without even being able to touch the enemies with their spears and swords. So every summer, I remember we had a special services conduct for those who are killed, unfortunately, at the battle, so they won't do any harm to the villagers. Even today, villagers fear the curse that they may cause unexpected car accidents or incurable disease. So such thing exists in Japan. I'm sure many countries with such histories carry on something like that. In Japan, there are numerous stories of such battles and many different tragic incidents, including abandoning babies, abduction of people, that comes from the poverty, and many such incidents have quite frequently happened along the borders at the mountaintops. Japan has countless number of villages, many of which have merged into larger towns or cities today. People often claim they've been seeing a ghost near the borders. If you have such a chance to go to Japan, walk around the area, you may see stone tablets here and there. These tablets are the deities that protect the village and travelers. In many cases, they indicate that the area used to be the border separating one village from another. We may see the image of Gyubato Kannon, Bodhisattva of ox or horses, the deities of Taoism, deity of Ojizo-sama, indicating the travelers and their spirits. From ancient times, crossing the borders to travel to another village meant passing through the realm of death. That's how dangerous it was for people back then. For many Japanese, crossing a border is a big deal even today. I'll just continue. From ancient time, so locals have believed there is a realm where people's unsettled spirits dwell in the mountains. But interestingly, they also believe that deities, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas dwell in the same place. Many locals believe there's a world that is extraordinary and sacred deep in the mountain. If we respect the spirits of the ancestors and all those people and animals that return to the mountains, they will turn into so-called Nigitama, harmonious spirits, and protect us. But if you are negligent and do not pay any respect, they will turn into Aratama, angry spirits, and monsters that will bring misfortune to the village. Buddhism embraced this indigenous belief, and people have been commemorating the spirits of their ancestors and spirits of all sentient beings, respectfully, so that they will gradually become enlightened and become Buddhas and guide us, as we did today in the memorial service. If not, they will be lost in delusion and turn into ghosts and monsters. The villagers in Nagashino used to take the dead bodies deep into the mountain and set up a gravestone close to the edge of the mountain. Then they kept ihai, tablets, with the deceased person's Buddhist titles engraved on it at home in their temple, so they could pay respect and encourage them to turn into deity and Buddhas without turning into ghosts and monsters. So we don't want them to be roaming around as ghosts, for their sake more than ours. This kind of attitude can be seen in many occasions in Japan. We've been taught to respect everything, Mountains, rivers, rice paddies, school grounds, trees, streets, neighbors, pencils, shoes, erasers. If we pay respect to them, it would bring us peace and happiness. But if we do not treat them with respect, they would cause us trouble and misfortune. Maybe that's why the streets in Japan are known to be the cleanest in the world. Many of the rituals in Shinto and Buddhist tradition in Japan may appear excessively respectful sometimes for American eyes, or rigid sometimes, but I'd like you to know that such attitudes have deep roots in our culture and history. At the end of this, I said to the students in language school, if you remain respectful to your teachers, they will nicely guide you and protect you. But if you're not respectful, you'll be in big trouble. Well, that's kind of obvious. But that's the kind of mentality we have at school in Japan anyway. But more importantly, this is true with our attitude to our own selves. If we are respectful to our own inner self, it will turn into a harmonious spirit and become enlightened. But if you're not respectful to our own spirits, they will become lost and turn into ghosts and monsters. I believe it's worth contemplating on what it means to stay respectful to our own self. So please, well, this was the last message. Please do not create ghosts and monsters out of yourself. Personally, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I used to be, but when I think of ghosts recently, I immediately think of myself. As you get older, you're possessed by anger. You're possessed by frustrations. You're possessed by love. So when I had my boy, son, with Down syndrome, that was the moment I realized, oh yes, I can be a ghost. I'd rather be running around in this world watching over him until his life is up. I can still believe that I can turn into a ghost with such strong attachment. So when I think of ghosts, immediately I think of myself. How are they different from who I am right now? So for me, ghost is a good reminder of who I am, I can be, and I always am. It's a very humbling presence and notion. So I was sharing at Angel City Zen Center the other day that I'm rather afraid and scared of the world where there is no notion of ghost. That's even more scary to me. And I just feel the same way today. So it's been a pleasure living in this temple. And sometimes I feel like I'm reminded, okay, Sensei, it's time to get up, get ready for the service. Check the fridge. So yeah, thank you again for sharing your time here today. It's wonderful to see you. Next service is April 5th. Monday, so that Sunday morning, we have a Hanamatsuri service. We'll have a baby Buddha shrine prepared. I usually pick some flowers from the garden over there, but if you can bring your flowers and decorate the shrine, as we do every year, that'd be wonderful. Yes, I want to ask if there's anything you want to share. As you know, we collaborate with Angel City Zen Center Friends. So yeah, could you do that?
Thanks, Gyoke. Nice to see you all, and thanks as always for having us. Yeah, I was just reflecting. We are coming up on the beginning of our second annual training ongo at ACZC. So it was right around this time last year when I was coming into my own training. And I was just reflecting on how we're going to do all of that again, and we've got another trainee that will be doing it, but it's going through all the same curricula and the schedule and the teachings and practice and all that. And it's really intense, you know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of practice. It kind of, I don't know what's the right word. It kind of blew my mind last year, and I wonder if it will again this year. I don't know. I think one of my favorite things about Zen teachings is that they always hit you in a different way, and so I'm excited to see what this year brings, and to also see how it lands in our new trainees' eyes, and to see how Daibu-san presents a lot of it, and what changes there. So I think the it felt to me really fitting that we are doing this in spring and in this season of renewal. And yeah, I think just having that opportunity to be able to have this ritual that helps me see things with new eyes. You can always do it, but it's nice to have some kind of structure in place to facilitate that process. So I'm very grateful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Yushi-san, Sarah. Yeah, it's wonderful to have our friends come over, and then please do feel free to bring your friends over. Talking of Daibu-san, he is going to Japan with his friends May to Eiheiji, Daihonzan Eiheiji and Daihonzan Sozenji. As I did, I don't know when I did it last, myself. So he'll be officiating a service there with others coming from all different parts of the world. So he'll be that, we call that one night abbot of Eiheiji and Sozenji. That's how we honor each priest becoming the sensei. With that, and he's already finishing his training in Japan, he'll become another sensei. Well, of course, sensei in Japanese American community is kyoshi license. We call it kyoshi in Soto Zen school. He will become another international missionary, just as Doshin-san achieved. So thank you for all the years of effort. Also, as you've noticed, I asked Elsewis to step up over here because it's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the major Sozenji event. All right, next February, it's gonna be a year from now, Shushin-san is going to do Dharma combat, and Elsewis is participating as Benji, is one of the apprentices. So I thought it'd be nice just for her to be up here and get used to this space. All right, anything from your side? Okay. One more thing, I mentioned this again. Thanks to Stacy, who's here on Zoom, we participated in Cherry Blossom Festival last year in Monterey Park. And last year we did a ring toss, and I think some kids over there got a little bit, what do you call it? Obsessed. It wasn't good, so we decided not to do that this year. Instead, we're offering origami paperwork workshop, and we're bringing Sozenji's tablet and omamori. We're gonna purchase a little bit more omamori in Southland, and then omikuji, fortune telling. I mentioned this now. Some years down the road, I would like to do Kito well-wishing ceremony there. We need a group of priests. We can represent Sozenji. I'm just gonna drop that there. Sometime, yes. So this year we're gonna try that to see how we can maybe get to know the community. The community is here, get to know our temple a little bit more. So let's see. All right, that's all from us today. Please put your hands in Gassho. Namakie Butsu. Namakie Ho. Namakie So. ありがとうございました。Thank you. Okay, thank you for everyone who are on Zoom.
Thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei.